Peace, love, and reparations. Welcome, family. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star, and today I got an episode for y'all. It's a good one today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, family. We almost at 1,000 viewers. 1,000 subscribers. Excuse me. Yes, make sure you hit that like button, that share button, so we can share this content, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when these videos pop up. So again, let's today we're gonna speak on Kyrie Irving and Kanye West and the NBA mostly, and how they're folding under pressure, right? Because at first this started off with Kyrie, them going at Kanye, of course, and then Kyrie secondly. You had a lot of people like Charles Barkley, Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James, and a plethora of other people who came out. Michael Wilbon from all those, Jalen Rose, all these people who they work for the networks, the media networks of sports, right? Any black person, pretty much Shannon Sharp, any black person that was working in these media settings for sports was like going on Kyrie, right? So then it took an ultimate turn as they started seeing that black people, majority of the black people, were defending Kyrie Irving, right? So that made it turn around, and I'm going to show y'all the owner of the Nets, his second to last post, and on Twitter, and the NBA commissioner who turned around and reversing what he said now, because again, you have so many of us backing Kyrie Irving. It started making people like Shannon Sharp, Charles Barkley, and all these people start reversing what they're saying now and saying, oh, this is way too much. Do you get what I'm saying? Because again, we put the pressure on them. We put the pressure on boycotting the NBA, which I would already have been doing for years, and the NFL, boycotting Nike and all of these other entities. You get what I'm saying? That was and again, we was putting a lot of pressure on them to say, yo, what about Amazon? And being as though I feel like because they didn't want to put no pressure on Amazon, it's like, all right, so we can't go after Jeff Bezos. You know what I mean? That's one of ours. So let's just fall back on the whole Kyrie situation before we have to do that. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's what they don't want to do. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want to have to go after Jeff Bezos, because then that's going to hurt the Amazon brand, which you don't want to do, because that's like probably the top. It is not probably. It is the top selling internet seller or internet entity that's sells stuff on the internet. So let's get on. Let me share my screen, and so I can show you some of this real quick. Let's start off with the NBA commissioner, right? So the NBA commissioner, Robert Sarver, on Kyrie Irving meeting, I have no doubt that he's not anti-Semitic. So the NBA commissioner, I'm gonna just go down to exactly what he said. He said, it's something I've been very involved in. It's obviously an incredible, unfortunate situation, Silver said. It's not a secret. I met with Kyrie earlier this week. I personally, based on what he said directly to me, have no doubt that he's not anti-Semitic, but I think there's a process that he's going to now need to go through. I think he understands that, and incidentally, it's now with the Nets who are working with specifics. So again, even though Kyrie gave his apology, they were coming down hard, still saying that they think he's anti-Semitic. So being as though that, and now I'm gonna go to Joe Tashi. I don't even know how to really say his name. So now he comes up and said, this was 16 hours ago. He said, Clara and I met with Kyrie and his family yesterday. We spent quality time to understand each other, and it's clear to me that Kyrie does not have any beliefs of hate toward Jewish people in any group. The Nets and Kyrie Irving, together with the NBA and the NBPA, are working constructively towards a process for forgiveness, healing, and education. Again, I personally believe that this came on the cusp of people boycotting Nike, and boycotting the NBA, because that was a lot of talk. If you looked at any prominent people in our community that's not like I would say truly feeling like Wall Street Trapper, you had DC Young Fly, you had a lot of people who was like, yo, I'm good, bro. I'm about to start. I'm not supporting none of this stuff. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. DC Young Fly has said the same thing. Where can I get it at? I hope he didn't post so much before that. Yeah, but here it is. I'm watching. Ain't none of these companies getting my money no more. See? And he's talking about what he really talking about is he's talking about you know, this situation with the NBA. He didn't want to be too specific for the simple fact, they'll come after you. But again, he sees what's going on with Kyrie Irving, and he said, none of these companies is getting my money. That's why I absolutely believe that this has everything to do with, okay, yo, a lot of them are sticking together. They ain't trying to hear what we got going on with Kyrie. So we're gonna let's fall back, just say we know he's not anti-Semitic, take the heat off of him a little bit. We still gonna try to make him do what it do. Because let me go back to the NBA commissioner, because he said Silver said that the NBA that the Nets will decide when Irving can return in consultation with the league. The franchise has reportedly given Irving several steps to complete before, which is issue a verbal apology and condemn anti-Semitic film he shared that apology on social media, complete sensitivity trainings, meet with the Jewish leaders of Brooklyn community, meet with Tassi, make a $500,000 donation to anti-hate causes. Yo, if we doing anti-hate causes, matter of fact, Black people have the most anti-hate crimes perpetrated against them in this country. So if he's donating that $500,000 should sink right into the Black community. You get what I'm saying? That should sink right into the Black community. Not everyone seems happy with those requirements, including NBPA Vice President Jaylen Brown and the Los Angeles Lakers LeBron James. James defended Irving, his former teammate, on Thursday. He said, I told you guys that I don't believe in sharing hateful information, and I'll continue to be that way. But Kyrie apologized, and he should not be allowed to play. Well, he should be allowed to play, excuse me. James wrote, he said, that's what I think. It's that simple. He helped him learn, but he should be playing. Damn, I can't even see none of that. I'm sorry. I gotta stay so. Okay, there it is. That's what I think. It's that simple. He learned, but he should be playing. What he asked to do to get back on the floor is excessive. IMO. He's not the person that's being portrayed of him, right? So again, this is why I think that LeBron got a lot of slack, because I even know some bronsexuals. I know some bronsexuals that was like, yo, LeBron is a sucker for what he said the first time, because he said some BS the first time. So Ben when I seen that on my social media, and I'm talking about people who really ain't off that, the whole pro-Black thing, and they like love LeBron. I'm talking about if we had a disagreement about some basketball stuff and you said something about LeBron James, bruh, they come at your neck. That's why, and I got that term, bronsexuals, from Dewan B. Yo, real talk. And it's funny that he had said that, because we started making the whole thing with Biden sexuals. So when he said bronsexual, I say, yo, you really do got people out there that like straight defend this nigga like he God. You feel me? Like real talk. So it was like when I seen on Facebook and social media that, yo, you had all these people who like loved LeBron, that was like, yo, that was some BS. That's when I said, oh, we all on the same page. And this is why they starting to fall back from Kyrie. See what I'm saying? Because you have enough people that's going to say, yo, you know what? We ain't rocking with y'all. We're not just going to let y'all do our people like that. We're not just going to let y'all, come out of nowhere and just all of a sudden, yo, you got to give up this money. You got to give up that money. Matter of fact, I forgot to look that up too, but the owner of the Phoenix Suns actually said something negative. They about to probably make him sell his team. Yes, because he said something negative about black people. You ain't watch. You not seeing no. Oh, you gotta apologize. You gotta give the black community $500,000. You see what I'm saying? And watch this. We should be able to pick what organizations this goes to. You're not just going to be giving $500,000 to the NAACP, who going to wind up giving that joint to minority groups. You feel me? And then we only going to see 2% of it. You done diss black people. Now NAACP going to give it to minority groups, and white women going to see majority of that bread. No. You going to give that $500,000 some grassroots organizations, fam. Yes, dog. You're not going to do that. You're not going to give $500,000 to the Black Caucus and shit like that. We're not going for that type of BS. You feel what I'm saying? But even when you think about it like this, right? Because this is the same thing happened with Donald Sterling, right? Who owned the Clippers, and he got caught saying, racial epithets towards the black community and black people in general, right? So he had to sell his team for $2 billion, right? For $2 billion. That was his punishment. Mind you, he bought the team for a couple of million. I want to say 11 million, 20 million, something like that. You had to sell your team for $2 billion. That wasn't a punishment. That's not a punishment. You feel what I'm saying? That's not a punishment. Yo, so this is probably what's going to happen to the Phoenix Suns head coach. You feel what I'm saying? So again, let me see if I can even pull that up for y'all real quick. Let me see if I can pull that up for y'all. Yeah, so see, because this is what happens with them when white people do it. Again, it's like you don't really get bashed for it. Hold on one second, family. It's the owner. I'm sorry. Allegations of racism and misogyny within the Phoenix Suns. They're probably not going to say exactly what he said. I knew I was going to get something. He said, why does Draymond Green get to run up the court and say the N-word? Sarver, who is white, allegedly said, repeating the N-word several times in a row. You can't say that, Watson, who is a black and Hispanic, told Sarver. Why? Sarver replied. Draymond Green says, nigger, you can't effing say that, Watson said again. See, so again, he just feel like he could just rant whatever because we could say it. You feel me? No, family. Come make sure you sell that thing. You feel me? You gonna sell that thing. But see, that's getting thrown under the radar for the simple fact that oh shit, I didn't even share my screen. I'm sorry, family. Hold on. Here we go. Allegations of racism and misogyny within the Phoenix Suns. They always try to throw misogyny in there. What the hell does misogyny got to do with him using the N-word? So again, I'll go back down to it. He said, why does Draymond Green get to run up the court and say the N-word? I guess he said the whole thing. Sarver, who who's white, allegedly repeated the N-word several times in a row. You can't say that, Watson, who is black and Hispanic, told Saber. Why? Saber replied. Draymond Green says the N-word. You can't effing say that, Watson said again. And Watson is actually the coach. I believe Watson is the coach. Who played he played several years, right? And in the league. But that's why I said, so you got the Phoenix Suns head coach, talking crazy. Is he gonna need some sensitivity training? Yeah, because you need to bring him to Black Star TV 2.0 so I can give him some sensitivity training. Now I'll let you say what you want. You heard me? But I'm gonna cook you. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I say, where's the 500,000? Where's the list that he's gonna get from the NBA? And again, that's why I think they falling back. It's a lot of reasons of why the NBA is like falling back on this whole Kyrie situation. They don't want to see Amazon. You don't want to see the Phoenix Suns. You want to take all the heat off these people and let's just straight up dog the black man. And a lot of people are seeing that. A lot of people are seeing that, and our people is waking up. I'm gonna let y'all hear a little piece because he went on for about 28 minutes on YouTube on live, and I don't want to play the whole thing. So if you want to watch it yourself, you can do it. But I just wanted to just show y'all a little bit, just a couple of minutes. Yeah, he just, he was giving some wisdom and things like that. I didn't want to play the whole thing. But I do want to go to Kanye West. Because he had a recent interview. And again, Farrakhan had defended both of them. So I don't really know. And I didn't really get to watch the whole thing of Farrakhan. It was like 50-something minutes. I probably watched about 30 minutes of it while I was at work. But I had to stop watching it for a little bit because I had to, get to work. But here's some of it. Maybe I missed the part where he slighted him, but listen to Kanye. So you heard that from my brother Kanye. He actually said his mother was sacrificed. You know, Kanye say a lot of stuff and whatever. But again, I didn't see the slight. I would have to, like, you know, finish watching it. I tried to watch a little bit of it before I recorded, but it's super early in the morning. I started recording this at 4 something in the morning, but I was up early. You hear me? That's only because I went to bed early. But listen, man, Kanye, yes, I do believe you and Minister Farrakhan should get on the phone. This is things that we should do anyway. You know, when we feel some type of way about each other, we definitely need to, you know, work that out behind closed doors, work it out, you know, on camera sometimes. Sometimes you got to work your differences out on camera. The same thing me and Kareem Blizz did. You should know, shout out to Blizz. You know, we all not going to agree on everything. You know, sometimes it's good for people to hear both sides of what people got to say in the disagreement, so they can say, yo, you know what? You know, some people who agree with me who said, yo, Kareem had some good points. You feel what I'm saying? Again, I definitely and we still, you know, been messing each other since then. We don't have no real animosity against each other. We just, you know, sometimes we go back and forth on social media. So, you know, he was like, man, listen, man, I'm tired of this shit with you, man. You gonna come on my page, we gonna settle this. We gonna have a real talk. Like, all right, say what it is, nigga. You know what I mean? Send me the link, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean, we did that and, you know, settled our little differences or whatever. But at the end of the day, these are things that we need to do when we don't agree with each other, and we can still, you know, coexist and mess with each other, even though we disagree. Do you feel what I'm saying? You don't have to stop kicking it with people even after, you know, all of that stuff is done and over with at the end of the day. Even, you get what I'm saying? We have to learn how to coexist while not agreeing with each other, because we're not going to agree on everything, family. So at the end of the day, this is just what it is, man. But Kanye, I didn't see the slight. I have to rewatch it, but yo, that was deep what he just said. And you know, he named Michael Jordan, you know, what's his name, Dr. Dre, you know, people's dying and things like that. And you know, it's a lot of spooky stuff that do go on in Hollywood. You know, I don't like to get into the spookism stuff, like, you know what I mean? But I don't doubt that, you know, things like that is happening where they just offer you Prince, Michael Jackson, you know, things like that. So when you do stuff like that, you know what I mean? Once you get big and you start going against the grain, they do start getting whack with you. It's actually a if I can go here, let me see something real quick. Let me share my screen in 2 seconds. Hold on, I think it's on our brother's page. Right here. So there you go, family. This has been going on forever. Prince, you know, Michael Jackson. This isn't nothing new. You know what I'm saying? This is another reason we do have to sit down with you know, other groups and really Listen, if this is what they want, right? Because I don't believe this is what they want, because nobody wants to address the elephant in the room. And when we do wind up sitting down, it's going to come down to reparations. That's what it's going to come down to at the end of the day. And nobody's really trying to address that elephant in the room. Because again, we're going to start going back to their involvement in slavery. You get what I'm saying? Their involvement with the music industry, bad what you call that? Bad contracts, in the Hollywood, NBA, NFL. You start naming it, man. They're controlling it. The media, the bad, the bad, all the bad coverage that they use or whatever. But again, we have to be on code. We have to be, unified, because this is what happens. The NBA is starting to crumble under the pressure because they don't want no boycotts. Again, boycotts hurt the bottom line. Nike, if you listen to what the dude from Nike actually said at the end, they said, "So you gonna cut ties?" He said, "Right now, when I'm gonna just let you hear it because it's right on our brother's page. It's right on his page. Hold on, right here. Look." Oh no, see, I would have to. I don't want to go find it. I don't want to go find it. But it was more to that. I think I seen it on the YouTube page. That's why I'm like, yeah. But he actually said at the end, he said, "Are y'all going to reinstate it?" And he said, "I don't know. I'm not sure." You don't know because again, people start boycotting Nike because what you did, you're gonna bring Kyrie Irving right on back. You feel what I'm saying? But again, as Black people, we have to stick together. Again, being on code, be one in unison and say, yo, you know what? Until y'all get yourself together, we're not doing this. Because what we like to do is we like to complain about, Brett Favre. He stole all that money from poor Black people in the poorest part of the country, Mississippi. You took all those millions from the welfare. You took welfare funds, right? And now you still have some of us who are still watching the NFL. We still watching the NBA, right? Some people are boycotting. You got a nice amount who's like, man, because I know that the ratings went down. This is another reason that they came out saying, yo, listen, we don't think he's anti-Semitic. Like, of course you're gonna say that. Of course. You don't like the backlash that you're getting. You don't like the backlash that the Black people who you be having speak for you, you don't like how they are starting to come out and say, yo, people coming out against them and like, yo, nope. Because we have people who done did Kanye came at Shaq. Shaq came up on his thing, but again, if you look in the comments, everybody was going in on Shaq. Everybody's going in on LeBron. Everybody's going in on Shannon Sharp. So at the end of the day, you like, yo, we not getting, like, nobody's backing these people because this is what they think. They think because we love these other guys so much, the LeBron Jameses and the Jay-Z's and the Puffies, and you think because these people got so much love and so much influence in our community that you can use these dudes as puppets to try to make the rest of us. But when that isn't working, because again, watch this, you're doing too much. See, if you wouldn't have did as much as you did to Kyrie, you wouldn't have got the backlash that you did because you was trying to go overkill. You feel what I'm saying? And again, I want to go to Kyrie's page. I don't know how much he's tweeted since then, but this is really what it's about. Here go my brother right here. But this is really what it's about, right? See, what people don't understand is that Kyrie Irving on October 25th put this out right here. Right? The Supreme Court reinstates all fired unvaccinated employees and orders back pay, right? So because the NBA told him he couldn't play home games, which he was getting about $380,000 to $400 and something thousand per game. He was missing all these home games back in 2020, right? And I believe 2021. So that's millions of dollars. That's millions of dollars that he missed out on because he didn't want to get vaccinated. So being as though he didn't want to get vaccinated and he missed out on that money, and now the Supreme Court says, yo, if you missed out on any funds from your job, they owe you back pay because you didn't because you wasn't vaccinated. So now this is how the NBA is going to turn around and try to get their bread back. See, because nobody wants to pay nobody, because this was another reason, right? That oh shit, y'all didn't even see it. Damn, I'm sorry, family. Right here. Here it is. So this was something that he posted on his page as well, right? Not only is this just circulating around, but you know, he actually posted that on his page. So this was another reason Derrick Rose had got a lot of the slack that he was getting back when his knee was messed up. And he said, yo, I ain't ready to play yet. Because again, the NBA has guaranteed contracts to where regardless of what, if you don't play, we still have to pay, right? I'm going to give you another example. Gilbert Arenas, he got caught with the gun, right? He got caught with the gun in the locker room. They got rid of him. No team wanted to pick him up again, right? Because he acted like he was going to slam dance on somebody. And nobody ever picked him up. But guess what? He was still owed $80 million. They still had to pay it to him. No team picked, so he didn't play at all and still got $80 million. You feel what I'm saying? So like when Kyrie does what he does, you're pretty much now, because he didn't play those games, now y'all have to give him all that money back, and he didn't even play. So nobody wants to give up no free bread. So now they like, yo, you know what? Yo, he played that. We already got this whole Jewish black thing going on with Kanye. We're going to use that against him. You get what I'm saying? And mind you, regardless of, because I don't really subscribe to any religious beliefs or anything like that. So me personally, I don't subscribe to that. I think that the information in that movie is not correct, right? Just based off my studies and things like that. You know, I don't believe that there was an Abraham, Jacob, Isaac, Joseph, whoever. You feel what I'm saying? I just don't subscribe to that. So again, I don't subscribe to, and yo, it's a lot of people in the conscious community. I actually heard Garfield. I actually heard what's his name? Shaka Utmost, Polite. It was a couple of people, like, again, because they used to debate the Hebrew Israelites, right? On how what they're doing is, you know, I'm not going to say wrong, but it's like, you know, what they believe in isn't correct, right? So again, they are sitting there saying, yo, we get what y'all trying to do and what y'all trying to say, but the information is still incorrect because y'all aren't Hebrews, right? And again, this is a debate that we've been having amongst each other, right? And a lot of people, again, because a lot of our people are religious, that they agree with the movie, and they agree with the movie and they agree with the concepts in there. So again, I'm not knocking anyone's belief. If that's what you believe, that's what you believe, right? But again, regardless, let's just say that the information in the movie pertaining to Hebrews, is all the way factual, right? Like that black people are Hebrews, white people not Hebrews, or you know what I mean? That's why I don't believe in anyone. I don't agree with black people being Hebrews. I don't agree with the white people being Hebrews, because I feel like that whole concept is a farce, right? It's just stolen knowledge from something else that got twisted and turned around and flipped upside down and put into a book called the Bible, right? That's just my perspective, right? Again, do what you do. I will still build with anybody who believe in anything. I don't care if you atheist. I don't care if you Jewish, 5%er, any of that, Muslim, any of that. I'm still building with my people, and we're trying to get these Black Wall Streets back popping, and we're trying to get these reparations popping. So regardless of what you believe, you can believe that Tom and Jerry made the sun, moon, and the stars. I don't care, bro. I'm not about to argue with you about that. That's what you believe, fam. That's what it is, right? But right now on the table, right here is reparations. Once we get reparations, I can go ham on you about you believing that Tom and Jerry made the sun, moon, and the stars. You get what I'm saying? But until then, just believe what you believe, and that's what it is, right? But like I said, you have people who don't agree with that. But at the end of the day, based off what you're doing to this man, because again, this is religious. We have so many different religions, and you can't tell somebody what they believe, is I ain't gonna say you can't tell them that it's wrong, but everybody has their beliefs. You feel what I'm saying? It's probably Muslim people that could be like, yo, that information ain't correct. Because again, they feel like they're Muslim, and that what you're believing as a Black Hebrew or a Black Jew or a Black Protestant, or you know what I mean? They might believe what you believe in is wrong. Do you get what I'm saying? So like at the end of the day, I think that it just comes down to how you're trying to paint this man based off him just posting it. It ain't like he's just like, yo, that if you go to the 22-minute mark, what he said right there, that's factual. Like he didn't do any of that. So he didn't claim to anything, any of the information in there. He just posted what he seen. You feel what I'm saying? He just reposted the movie. So again, I think that is more of the issue than, as far as us trying to back him, of why I'm backing him, because I don't really care for Hebrews to Negroes. That's why I didn't even watch it. I don't really care about that, because it could have been totally anti-Semitic. It could have been started off with saying F the white people that claim they're Jewish. Like, you feel what I'm saying? It could have started off like that. I don't care, because he didn't make it. He didn't produce the movie, and he's not the one selling the movie. All he did was repost the link. That's like me going on this allegations of racism in the NBA, this little tab I got up here, and then I share it to my Facebook, or I share it to my Twitter, or I share it to my Instagram. Like, okay, I just shared the link. You're not about to get on me. You're gonna get on ESPN, because they the one who wrote the damn article. You're not gonna get on me and not get on ESPN. That is the gripe that we're having with the whole Kyrie situation, right? So again, and then you got, of course, the owner of the Phoenix Suns, who is out here using the N-word like it ain't no tomorrow, who he isn't getting a list of demands of things that you have to do to make that right with the Black community. And again, this story isn't even popping like that. All you hear is Kyrie, 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 Kyrie. So we want to know, why is it that the only thing we hearing is Kyrie, 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 and we're not hearing this N-word being said. We're not hearing this anti-Black racism. And that's another thing I want to talk about too. I listened to our brother Marcel Dixon. Shout out to him. Make sure y'all donate to Marcel's campaign if you got it. I don't know the link actually right now, but I know if you go on his Twitter page, Marcel for Congress, or you go on his Instagram, you could probably get that. But our brother said something that, yo, I was feeling that, John, right? So, all right, so he was talking about how he don't like to use the word white supremacy, right? Because when it comes down to some of these other groups, like the Spanish, you got the Indians, you got the Asians, you got all these different communities who practice anti-Black racism. And when we say white supremacy, that kind of excludes these people from, you know, the racism that they're committing against our people, right? So again, so when we just use the word anti-Black hate, which pretty much every race uses, right? Every race pretty much is, you know, they perpetuate anti-Black racism. Again, you're not saying everybody in every race, right? But majority of these races do not like Black people. Let's be for real. And I'm going to say it like this, right? Y'all don't like foundational Black Americans at the end of the day. Y'all don't like Black people in general, but y'all really have some disdain for us. Because that's why when Marcel was breaking it down, he was actually breaking it down to, you know, when you go in these Spanish countries, right? Even the darker skinned people in those countries, like, have some type of animosity, right? I forgot what they call it. They say some type of Spanish thing, but it's like make the culture, you know, pure or whatever. Like, make the people pure or light skinned, right? They want the white Hispanics, the white Asians, or, you know what I mean, the white Indians, the darker skinned Indians get treated different, right? Yo, I seen the Indian dude I was working with at Safe Light, you know, the little glass company. Yo, he was darker than me, bro. And I remember that this white girl was saying that. She was like, yo, you are dark as hell. And she used to always say that, like, to him, like, you darker than all the Black people in here. But again, he, you know, they come from us, right? But again, in India, he will be treated like us to an extent compared to the lighter ones, or, you know, the ones that are, you know, almost white, I would say. You get me? So again, I definitely am feeling that whole anti-Black racism over white supremacy. But, you know, in this country, we're being controlled by white supremacy. That's just what it is, right? We're being controlled by white supremacy globally. Like, they're the main perpetuators, but we don't want to, you know, ever let these other people and these other cultures, you know, slip through the wayside because we're using the word white supremacy, and let them, you know, get away with their anti-Black hate through using the words white supremacy, because they like to use that too. They like to use the whole white supremacy thing and make it seem like, oh, woe is me, and, you know, that's the white people who are getting at all of us. No, you get at us too. You feel what I'm saying? And we're not going to let y'all get away with y'all little slick anti-Black tropes. You feel what I'm saying? So again, family, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that notification button. We are definitely almost at 1,000 subscribers, man. We trying to. I got about less than 200 more subscribers that I need. About 100 and something more subscribers. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all send this link out so other people, when you send it out, make sure y'all tell them to subscribe, man. Shout out to my brother Beatzilla for bringing me on his platform. Shout out to Karim for bringing me on his platform. You know, when I was on there, I definitely got some subscribers, and I appreciate y'all. You know, Black Alpha Network and Terrain, the brother Terrain. I appreciate you, brothers. You know, building with you guys. That shit was dope. Make sure y'all watch that video. I asked my brother PDX, can I Beatzilla I said PBS. I asked my brother B Zilla, can I use a clip of it? Not his whole, because I think the thing was about 2 hours. His what's the name? I didn't want to use all his content, so I just asked him, could I use the clip of the content that I was on, and put it on my channel. He said, good, man, go ahead, man. So, you know, shout out to him. That's my brother. We go back like seats. You heard me? Yeah. So and it's so funny because B Zilla is a good dude, man. He's solid as hell. I actually met B Zilla when I was in Oregon in prison. And it's so funny because it's hard to find somebody who's on a, you know, a conscious level and on a black level at that in prison. I don't care what prison you're going to, it's going to be so many knuckleheads. So when I ran into him, I remember the first time I ran into him, it was at Columbia River. And I couldn't remember the name of that prison on one of my last videos, but it's Columbia River prison in Portland. Because I had just got shipped out from another prison for starting the African American program. So they was trying to get me into this alternative incarceration program to get me home early, right? Mind you, I'm not even eligible for this program because you had to be locked up for drugs to even get in this program, and it lets you get home 6 months earlier. So being as though I was in there for custodial interference, that has nothing to do with drugs or anything. So, right. So they sends me to Columbia because I started this African American program, and I'm getting these brothers all the Powernomics videos, and they like, man, get this nigga out of here, bro. So they wound up letting me go to this program. I had to go to Columbia River. That's where I met my brother Will. Shout out to Will. I met Mike Fesser. Shout out to Mike Fesser, doing good things in the community in Portland. He actually got me paroled to Portland, so shout out to him. And I met Beat Zilla, right? And I remember when I first met him, and I was just like, he's, you know, we just talk. I was talking my little stuff. He's like, oh, word, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I used to watch Sinetta, like, ooh, we just going. He like, yeah, man, I'm Hebrew Israelite, yeah. And we just going. And after that, we just built the bond from there. You know what I'm saying? He went home. He kept writing me while he was home. So, you know what I mean? Shout out to that brother. He definitely solid. He came home, started doing his thing, growing his channel. He's definitely part of the new black media, and check him out because he got awesome content. You know what I mean? He helped me out because when I first started my channel, I didn't even know. I'm like, okay, how do I like do this? Like, what platforms do I use? He like, yo, I use what's this shit called? StreamYard. I'm like, all right, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, yo, how do you do this? Like, how do you put the you know, what's that shit called? This right here. I'm gonna put it up here real quick. This that you see right here, right now. I didn't know how to put that on there. So, you know, he was helping me, you know, do things for my channel that I didn't know how to do. So again, shout out to Beat Zilla, you know what I mean? I still actually got to get some more info from him to so he can help me do an intro video, because he has a mean ass intro video, and I'm like, yo, I gotta text him tomorrow so I can be like, yo, what's smooth? Because I was just thinking about that the other day. I said, damn, man, I gotta ask this brother how he did that. Because when I was going to re-record on his channel, I'm like, yo, this intro video hard as hell. So, you know, I'm trying to make my own little joint. I'm gonna try to make a little dope one for y'all, so I could build the channel, especially since the channel is growing. And I'm gonna be honest, man, I remember whole year I was at 100 subscribers, man. I was like, bro, this shit ain't doing nothing. And, you know, I just kept seeing his channel grow. I'm like, yo, I just gotta be consistent, right? Then I heard Ben X, he like, man, everything is content, man. You gotta be dropping something every day. And I was like, yo, you know what? Let me start doing that. And then the more I did it, you know, the more I started growing. So again, I was at let me see something, family. Hold on one second, because I want to show y'all something. I'm gonna show you exactly where my subscribers started going, started picking up. I'm gonna show you exactly the point, because at this point right here, I'm gonna show you 821 subscribers. See, I need less than 200. Need about 180, 179. Okay, I'm gonna show you exactly where my subscribers went up at. This video right here, family. Before this video right here, who created hip hop, I was literally at 100 subscribers, right? I picked up 200 subscribers after this video. So, that was literally 2 months ago. When I start this channel, I joined May 2020. So literally 2 months ago, I had 100 subscribers, right? Literally 2 months ago, I had 100 subscribers. So again, right? That video took me to about 300. And then I just kept putting videos. That's when I just kept doing. I'm like, yo, okay, boom, boom, boom. That's why I'm like constantly doing it. Then I got to 400 subscribers. And then, you know, at the when I went live at the reparations conference, you know, that shot me to 700 and something. That I got about 300 and something subscribers out of there. And then as that was kept going, you know, now I'm currently at 821. So I like to thank all of y'all who subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate y'all. It's all love. You know, please continue to watch. Please continue to hit that like button. You know, get the algorithm popping. Listen, man, that's why I said, now that I got more subscribers, I'm gonna try to build this channel up, you know, and try to get some stuff to where it, you know, just to make it better for y'all. That's all. Just to I'm gonna start trying to bring more people onto the channel. Again, you seen I brought our brother Sam Brown on there. And then again, shout out to the brothers who let me on their channel, you know, to get some more exposure. Listen, man, this is how we got to do, man. We got to work together, family. We definitely got to work together. We have to, you know, be in unison, be in sync. And like I said on his channel, I said, we have to get to know each other outside of this YouTube platform, so that we can truly build with each other, build relationships, and then build physically. You get what I'm saying? So we can build for real, like. Because at some point, you know, all this is good because we definitely need media. We definitely need to inform the people. You know, this is a form of entertainment also at the same time. And again, I try to be versatile. I don't want to just be a one-trick pony. So, you know, I talk about a plethora of things, but I always try to bring it back to the Black community, because at the end of the day, I feel like we can learn from, you know, the whole hip hop scene, you know, NBA, NFL, you just name it, man. All of the aspects of life that go on, really affects our community. So at the end of the day, we can just, you know, show you. So I talk about politics. I talk about a lot of stuff, man. And again, even going to politics right now, you know that Stacey Abrams lost, which was a good thing, right? That's another thing. What's his name? Raphael Warnock went toe to toe with Herschel Walker, and now they're gonna have a runoff in December, right? They're gonna have a runoff in December, and hopefully Warnock loses. I want the Democrats to crash and burn. I don't care about Herschel Walker, man. If both of them could lose, I would love for both of them to lose, to be honest. But Herschel Walker, I mean not Herschel Walker, what's his name? Raphael Warnock. I believe he will lose in the long run. Again, if Black people don't get back out and vote, because that's what happened with Stacey Abrams. Stacey Abrams thought she was just going to ignore us and not try to put out any policies for Black people, right? Specifically for Black people. And then when it came down to it, the same people that you were catering to actually made sure your ass lost. You feel me? You had 55% of Hispanic men and women who voted for you, which means 45% of them said, we ain't rocking with you. We rocking with the Republicans. You see what I'm saying? So again, this is this brown and black coalition that they try to force us on, that they try to force onto us, that isn't working. Again, shout out to all the Spanish people who are allies, because everybody's not a tether. Everybody's not gonna not rock with us. But again, you have a lot of people in the Spanish community who don't rock with us, right? And I've always said that at the end of the day, politically, the black and brown coalition thing isn't for us, bro. It's just not, right? And the results speak for itself, not just the results of that election, but just the results in general. How y'all move as a group, the tangibles that y'all get politically, we don't get, but anything that we get, y'all get. And that was a thing that I broke down to what's his name? I can't even think of his name right now. Blizz, right? And I was telling Blizz how, Oregon, because he was like, yo, they not going to just give up no money, but like, you have states that gave up bread, like Oregon, where that was specifically for black people, but you also had these tethers who were in line taking up the money that was specifically for African Americans, right? Y'all want to claim African American when it's beneficial, right? When it's beneficial, you wanted to claim African American. But when it wasn't beneficial, when it's not beneficial, we are Akatas, we are all that type of stuff, right? So again, as much as we love y'all and as much as, we would love for y'all to be our allies, it just doesn't work. Again, even linking with African people politically in the United States, it just isn't worth it, right? Because again, we get the shit into the stick every time, while they, get benefits, and they benefit off these DACA programs and things like that, while we don't get anything that includes immigrants, like that involves immigrants politically, like that. We don't get any of that stuff, but y'all get what's for us, and then it leaves us at the bottom. It leaves us at the bottom. Yo, I have this chart that shows all the different nationalities that's in the United States. And yo, you want to know who's actually making more money than white people? The Asians. The Asians are actually making more money than white people. So when you see when we see this, it's just like, yo, and who's last? Us, right? So when you see that and you say, yo, we've been talking this whole black and brown and, minority, poor people, disenfranchised people, we've been talking this for the longest, but we just been on the bottom for the longest. How do we talk all of that stuff and then you people still happen to be above us? Like, it really doesn't make any sense to me. Let me show you guys something real quick. Let me see if I can get to that shit. Hold on, family. Because I know I had posted it on my Facebook, but it's we got let me see. Where is it at, fam? Sometimes I hate going on this shit on YouTube. Yeah, shout out, happy Veterans Day to our brother Michael Johnson too. Soldier, a straight soldier. You heard? He went in for us. Y'all make sure y'all check out that other people's messages about to come up on the screen. Ooh, I want y'all to see this. Hold on, man. I gotta make sure y'all seeing this. All right, y'all are. Sometimes I'm. See how old girl raised her eyebrows? He said, "Don't worry. I'm watch this." Oh shit. She said, "Don't worry. I'm gonna inform you." Sorry, family. All right. So I put it on my channel now because I had to just post it real quick because I don't think that I ever put it on there. So hold on. Let me do this real quick. Reload. All right. It should be up there now. Yo, what just happened? All right. Hold on. I just posted it, didn't I? Oh, it didn't. It didn't load up yet. It's about to load. Yeah, there it is. It's up there now. Hold on. I just did it from my phone just so I can show y'all because I didn't want to show my phone up here. Here we go. Damn. So again, household medians in the U.S. by ethnic groups. Household income in U.S. by ethnic groups. So look who's at the very bottom, family. And I'm telling you, that's why I said, look, you have white Americans here. You have other people who are coming in the country that's starting to make more money than white people. Because a lot of these people who are coming from these other countries, they are engineers, they are computer programmers, and they are the ones getting these good jobs because white people are bringing, these companies are bringing people, real educated people over here to do them up, right? Because again, the white 1% who are owning and running all these countries, they don't care about who's coming in. They just trying to build their company up, right? They don't care who's running it at the end of the day. But again, that's why I said this whole, now think about this. Whites are, right? They're white. LOL. Now watch. Every other group besides white people, right, are considered minorities, are considered the people that are minorities, non-white people who we are supposed to link up with and work with and build with. But see, they come into the country and do 1,000 times better than us. How is that? That's why I'm saying politically, this doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. And this is why I say, family, that we need to disengage this whole black and brown coalition, and because that's deep right there, family, right? That's why the whole black and brown coalition has to not exist anymore. We can't run around using those terms: minority, poor people, disenfranchised people. You feel what I'm saying? Black and brown coalition. They are not working. It's not working. And again, do we have love for these people? Yes. But politically, to work with you guys is not beneficial to us. We work with you guys get boosted up, we come down to the bottom. Like it just doesn't make sense to work with y'all politically, right? And again, even outside of politics, what are y'all doing with us as far as building? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Can't nobody show me any other group that works with Black Americans in the community that's trying to build the community up. You can't. You might have some Africans or Caribbeans. You might have them, right? Because I'm not going to say all of them are like totally against us, but you might have some. But for the most part, bro, you go outside of them, you ain't going to catch anything. And I'm going to tell you, even with them, it's a very, 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 very small percentage. You feel what I'm saying? So again, family, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I appreciate y'all being here with me today. Again, I'm about to work on one of these intro videos so I can, get that for y'all and bring some more powerful information to the family so we can build and learn. I'm gonna start getting back into some of that economic stuff too, so I can, so I can help y'all engage and make some bread, because the economy is about to start going back up. So there you go, family. Y'all be easy, man. Y'all stay safe. Peace, love, and reparations, man. We out of here, fam.